Coverage you can count on. KOMU 8 News on Mid-Missouri CW starts now.
Here's what's happening right now. You're taking a live look over the Columbia Regional Airport, where a flight that departed here around 6:20 this evening had to make an emergency landing on its way to Chicago. We're learning from passengers on board United Flight 5228 that an engine failed, leading to an unexpected landing in Bloomington, Illinois. Good evening, everyone. I'm Emily Spain.
And I'm Austin Walker. Thanks for joining us. Our sister station near Bloomington, WEEK, is reporting that the SkyWest plane landed around 7:35 p.m. at Central Illinois Regional Airport, and 52 people were on board.
Here's a look now at the flight map where you can see the plane had to make the diversion. No injuries have been reported. A SkyWest spokesperson says a possible mechanical issue led pilots to make the emergency landing. The airline says the decision was made out of an abundance of caution, not an active threat to the plane. Here's how one passenger described the flight.
The plane was really shaky, like crazy shaky. At one point, we dipped really hard, which was not a lot of fun. But people, once the turbulence started happening, people started like crying. The woman next to me texted her husband. She was like, "Plane's not doing well. I love you."
Fowler also told us the flight attendants practiced the brace position with passengers. He says the airline told them they can get them to Chicago on either another bus or plane.
This is a developing story, of course. Make sure you stick with KOMU 8 News online and at 10 p.m. for more updates. Kenton.
Well, we have had some showers and thunderstorms rolling through today. Let's take a look at this here. You can see on live.3 First Alert Radar all this rain mainly along and north of Interstate 70 for the most part. Now, this is a 5-hour time lapse, actually. And you can see we still have lightning associated with this and heavy downpours. And for the most part, if we look at this lapse, there hasn't been too much hail. The purple indicating some pea-sized hail out there. We have seen some of that. But right now, it's just these storms over here getting just south of Brunswick at this point. And if we put a track on this, it is moving right on towards the east. And it is actually going to be on its way right here towards Moberly. It'll be near Moberly around 9:45 p.m. We're expecting some hail with this, up to, I would say, 1-inch hail. Right now, there is not a severe thunderstorm warning on this, but there could be up to 1-inch hail. There has been a history of that. And again, that's moving towards the Moberly area. Otherwise, hour by hour, this starts to continue through. Some of this could actually trend south of Interstate 70 as well as it starts to break apart. Otherwise, we are dry overnight until we have more rain and thunderstorms rolling in for the morning commute tomorrow. I'm tracking that plus multiple rounds. This is just the beginning. It's coming up all week long. Your full forecast later.
Okay, Kenton, thank you very much. Tragedy on one of the holiest Jewish holidays of the year. A Passover shooting left 1 dead and 3 wounded at a Southern California synagogue on Saturday.
Tonight, we are learning more about the victims as friends and family honor the victim who sacrificed her life.
We are a Jewish nation that will stand tall.
A community standing together in solidarity and in mourning after Passover celebrations at a synagogue in Poway, California, ended in gunfire on Saturday. 1 was killed and 3 others wounded, including Rabbi Yisrael Goldstein.
More shots came running right at me, and I lifted up my hands. I lost my index finger on this hand. After 4 hours of surgery.
The suspect, identified by police as 19-year-old John Ernest, is in custody. The rabbi's life saved by a member of the congregation, Lori Kay.
Lori took the bullet for all of us. She died to protect all of us. She didn't deserve to die. She's such a kind, sweet-hearted, just a good human being.
At the service to say a prayer for her mother, who passed away in November, witnesses say she was killed when she stepped between the gunman and the rabbi. 2 others were wounded and are expected to recover. Almog Peretz was trying to protect his niece, 9-year-old Noya Dahan, when they were both injured.
When there was gushing blood, I didn't even feel it. And then after they wiped it and then the blood was off and it was it felt like I had the giantest bruise ever. It was just hurting bad.
I'm Rick Damagella reporting.
Authorities identified the suspect as 19-year-old John Ernest. Ernest posted anti-Jewish sentiments online. The San Diego Sheriff's Department is working with the FBI to investigate his possible connection to an arson attack at a mosque last month.
The push for freedom continues for Charles Erickson. Erickson was convicted of murdering Tribune sports editor Kent Heitoid in 2004. He has been in prison for almost 15 years out of his 25-year sentence. Erickson's family, along with the support group, hosted a petition rally for him today at Peace Park. More than 20 people have signed the petition by noon. Erickson's mother said she is very hopeful and will not give up until her son is a free man.
We are hopeful. We also know that Landon Magnuson, Charlie's attorney, is not going to give up. So if Charlie does not get justice in the court of Pike County, we know that Landon Magnuson will appeal to the Court of Appeals and beyond if necessary.
Erickson's attorney is still waiting to hear whether his most recent appeal gets approved. More details about the timeline of his case can be found at our website, KOMU.com.
There were more than 200 booths and vendors at Columbia's Earth Day celebration at Peace Park this afternoon. Participants had the opportunity to learn about composting and solar energy, check out some local art, or get their very own flower crown. The festival also had live music and food trucks. KOMU 8 News spoke to one woman who attends this festival every year with her mom. She told us how she's watched the festival grow and learned so much along the way.
This is great to have people here, getting people involved in it, really explaining how things are changing and how we can make things better.
She also told us that she's a teacher and is now hoping to start a garden at the elementary school where she teaches.
You might have seen a lot of red shirts in Jefferson City this morning. Hundreds of volunteers gathered to revitalize parts of the community. Mission Jefferson City is an annual day of service made up for volunteers from churches working on different projects. 11 churches lent a hand in helping with 63 different projects today. Mission JC began in 2013, starting with just one church. Event organizer Melissa Hatfield says you don't have to be a member of the church to participate.
We have community members as well, so even if you're not a part of a church, you are welcome to be a part of Mission JC. And we love serving alongside anybody who cares about the community and wants to give back.
Mission JC holds this service event on the last Sunday of April each year. About 600 volunteers showed up to help with mulching, cleaning, and more around the Jefferson City area.
Trucks and other vehicles of all shapes and sizes will be on display for you to admire, climb on, or sit in this Wednesday. Tons of Trucks 2019 will take place at the Columbia Mall on Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. The free event will feature giant construction equipment, emergency vehicles, trash trucks, diggers, and mixers of all shapes and sizes. Go KOMU Public Transit will host several community information meetings to spread the word on upcoming changes to routes. The new routes were approved in September and will go into place on June 3rd. Meetings this week will be on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. You can see a detailed list with times and locations up there right now on your screen. Truman Veteran Affairs will hold the second annual Mental Health Awareness event this Friday from 5 p.m. to 8 at the Logboat Brewing Company in Columbia. It will feature a weightlifting exhibition, booths that will provide information on behavioral health resources, live music, and family-friendly activities. All ages are welcome and admission is free.
5 men rescued from a cave in Virginia. We'll tell you how they got stuck.
Plus, a crane collapsed in Seattle, how the city is dealing with the aftermath.
Showers and thunderstorms still rolling through here this evening. Even some hail over there with this system just getting closer to Moberly, getting through Sheraton and Saline counties. I'm tracking all of this because we have multiple rounds of showers and thunderstorms this week and a chance for severe weather as well. I'll tell you all about it in my full forecast coming up.
Never be surprised by the weather. Download the free KOMU 8 Weather and Traffic app. Brought to you by Central Bank of Boone County.
If you've been accused of a crime and are in need of legal representation, contact the team at Carson & Coyle.
We defend our clients in all criminal matters and are prepared to present your case to a judge or jury.
Our criminal defense attorneys handle the investigation and legal preparation to protect your interests at trial.
It's important to choose an attorney who can guide you through the criminal justice system.
For over 50 years, we have built our reputation here in mid-Missouri with offices in Jefferson City and Columbia to better serve you. At Carson & Coyle, we are dedicated to protecting your legal rights.
Betty and Debbie both need to trim their dog's nails, but Betty's dog hates having his nails trimmed, so she struggles every time. And her regular clippers pinch and cut to the quick. But Debbie's dog doesn't mind it at all because she's found a simple solution. Introducing Paw Perfect, the new safe, quick, and easy way to keep your dog's nails trimmed perfectly. Paw Perfect uses a rotary filing action, just like the pros do, to gently file the nail to a perfectly smooth finish, giving you precise, pain-free trimming right at home. Paw Perfect replaces old-fashioned, painful clippers like these and makes nail grooming safe and easy for just $19.99. That's less than one trip to the groomer. We'll even give you free shipping. Order right now and you can get a second Paw Perfect. Just pay a separate fee. Yes, you get it all.
To order, call 1-800-714-4330 or go to trypawperfect.com. That's 1-800-714-4330 or visit trypawperfect.com.
Sometimes the best memories require getting a little messy. And frankly, that's where the fun begins. At Slumberland, we've got the styles for all your memories with our low price guarantee. Plus, right now, during our spring savings sale, get up to 65% off throughout the store on your favorite things. Get a little messy and always go for the memories. Slumberland, it's a good life.
It's the Sober Ride Defenders. The Key Hider. Search hard, you'll never find them. The Fast Dialer. She's called a ride before you've even said bye. The Stubborn No. He never lets you drive impaired. The Already There. Enough said. The Sober Ride Defenders. Getting you home safe.
You don't have to wear a cape to be a hero. Just make sure everyone has a sober ride. Face it, driving impaired affects lives.
The First Alert Weather Cam is brought to you by the law firm of Harper, Evans, Wade, and Nettemeyer. We will fight for you.
Welcome back. 5 men were rescued from a cave in southwest Virginia after heavy rains trapped them. Officials say 6 men entered the cave on Saturday, planning to camp out overnight until rain made it too difficult for them to get out. One man was about to get out at about 2 a.m. and was able to get help. All of the men were suffering from hypothermia and were taken to the hospital. A suspect is in custody for at least 7 deaths at 2 different locations in Tennessee. Police responded to a 911 call Saturday and discovered 6 people dead at home. Another body was discovered at another location. Police found Michael Cummins after an hour-long manhunt and a firefight. He was taken to the hospital after being shot in the leg by an officer.
One day after a construction crane came crashing down in Seattle, killing 4 people, investigators are trying to determine if this weather played a role. Photos shown a crane crashed onto a building from a 6-story building owned by Google. Nearby people said they could see it swing in the wind before the collapse. It came down across 6 lanes of traffic. And 2 people were dead by the time firefighters arrived. What's left of the crane was removed from the building today.
Coming up, heavy rains caused serious flooding around the world. We'll tell you about the damage.
Plus, showers and thunderstorms still moving through overnight tonight. We're going to look at multiple rounds of this throughout the week, plus a flooding and a severe weather concern this week. I'll have it all in my full forecast after the break.
Low on cash and credit? Turned down for a car loan? Get to JD Byrider for easy approval, affordable payments, and you can spin the wheel to see how much you save. $100, $200, maybe as much as $500. And every vehicle's road ready now and backed by a 3-year, 36,000-mile, zero deductible limited warranty. Start your approval process online at gojdb.com. Give us some preliminary info, and we'll set your appointment and be ready for you. Then spin to win when you get here and take your new ride out for a spin.
View local news, your First Alert forecast, and local sports scores no matter where you are. Visit KOMU.com/mobile to get KOMU 8 News on your mobile phone.
It can haul over 3,200 pounds. It can even tow more than any pickup in its class. And it practically parks itself. Now, after all that hard work, a nice night on the town seems in order, don't you think?
Now get an F-150 at up to 20% below MSRP. That's over $10,500 in total savings. Only at your quality Ford dealers.
We switched.
I switched to Chevy.
I switched to Chevy.
We switched to Chevy.
I switched from a Ram to a Chevy.
See why people are switching to Chevy.
We love our Chevy. Why do we switch? Just look at it.
Switch into a new Chevy today. Current competitive owners get 20% below MSRP on most Equinox models when financing with GM Financial. That's over $8,000 on this Equinox.
Missouri saw some interesting weather this afternoon. Brittany Ann sent us this photo of some hail, and one piece was almost the size of a nickel there. We also got this photo of hail in Hallsville from Amanda Rose Smith. And here in Columbia, we saw some pretty heavy rain. Here's some video we took just right outside the doors of our TV station. But the storm that passed through this afternoon was nothing compared to what other countries around the world are experiencing.
Serious flooding began in Mozambique today after a cyclone hit 3 days ago. Waters were waist high in some areas of the government are urging people to immediately seek higher ground. Authorities have said at least 5 people died after the cyclone hit. This came just 6 weeks after another cyclone ripped through central Mozambique and killed more than 600 people.
And floodwaters continue to rise in Canada near Montreal and other areas north of Toronto. A state of emergency has been declared in Bracebridge, about 90 miles north of Toronto, as it experiences the worst flooding it's had in 5 years. Spring flooding has already impacted nearly 5,500 homes in Quebec, with more than 1,000 people evacuated. One woman died when her car was caught in a washed-out road caused by rising waters.
And we had some interesting clouds over mid-Missouri today as well. They're called undulatus asperatus, and they usually form after a storm rolls through because then we have rain-cooled air, and that cool air will go up, meet the warm air that's near the clouds, and eventually some wind will roll through as well, and it changes it around, and it makes these moving patterns that are very interesting to look at. We had a lot of folks sending in pictures, thanks to Emma and for Betsy for that last photo as well. Just beautiful clouds to look at. They look a little scary, but don't worry, the storm already rolled through, although there were a few storms that moved through afterwards as well. As you can see, this is a 5-hour time lapse on here, and you can see we're still dealing with this shower and thunderstorm activity. Some hail, of course, associated with this too, especially with this system over here getting just into really the Missouri River here between Sheraton and Saline counties, just south of Brunswick there. Quite a big hail core at this point, so potentially up to about an inch of hail with that system as it continues to roll in. And if we look again, looking at Moberly around 9:45 here, another half an hour until it's going to get to you. So if we look at this also with satellite and radar, there's a tornado warning over there in central Kansas, and that actual system is going to head our direction, and we are going to see some thunderstorms from that tomorrow morning. Not severe, but we are looking at some thunderstorms. Before I get to that, I want to talk about the week ahead. I want to break this down day by day so you know what to expect as we're going into it. So tomorrow morning, those thunderstorms from Kansas are arriving here. Then in the afternoon, still some isolated showers, but for the most part, some dry time. High temperatures around 70. On Tuesday, some morning storms. More afternoon sunshine then. One of the warmest days of the week likely on Tuesday if we see any sunshine. But then in the evening, the chance for severe weather is going to be a possibility. So all day on Tuesday, I really want to make sure that you are tuning in with us here on KOMU 8 and also download the KOMU Weather and Traffic app as well. We're going to continue to watch this developing system, and I want to make sure that you're not caught off guard. So stay with us on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, still some showers and storms continuing to move through. Temperatures remain in the 70s. On Thursday, a little cooler. We're likely still going to have some showers in the area, but on Friday, it finally starts to move out. We'll see that sunshine again. We're really going to want it by the end of this week, let me tell you. And we are going to have a drier trend as well. And then for the weekend here on Saturday, dry on Saturday, rain possible again, though, by Sunday with seasonal temperatures. So now let's get an hour-by-hour track of all this. Here's tomorrow morning. There's morning showers and thunderstorms for us on our Monday, getting us started for a rainy week. Then by the afternoon, still mostly cloudy. A few passing showers possible, but for the most part, we will see dry time in the afternoon. And then as we head overnight and into Tuesday, more showers and thunderstorms start to form up. You're likely going to start off Tuesday again with more rainfall, then drier in the afternoon, and any sunshine could help to warm us up into the middle to upper 70s, actually. And then as we head into our overnight hours, that is when, again, I mentioned strong to severe weather is going to be a potential for us. You can see this line of thunderstorms rolling in, and they could have a lot of hail with them, some strong, severe winds, some damaging winds, and I can't even completely rule out a passing tornado either. We're watching for all modes of severe weather here on Tuesday evening, and then as we head into our Wednesday, it will continue at least in the morning hours, and then in the afternoon, just some showers remaining here by the end of our day on Wednesday. On Thursday, though, we are still expecting some showers to be here, but they're luckily going to move out, and by the end of the day, we could be drier. Friday does look dry for us, as does Saturday at this point, too, before more rain on Sunday. So that's an in-depth look at the week ahead here. 53 degrees for our low temperature tonight with southeast winds about 10 to 20 miles per hour. And then tomorrow we're at 73. Remember, morning showers and thunderstorms. By the afternoon, drying out a bit, but still some rain could pass by here or there. And then on Tuesday, starting off with the rain, drier in the afternoon. Severe weather possible Tuesday evening and overnight. And then on Wednesday, 75. Still some rain on Thursday, too, around 70. Drier Friday and Saturday. Stay with us.
Missouri baseball wiped the floor with South Carolina this weekend. Highlights in sports after the break.
Family Health Center, primary and preventative health care for the whole family, including dental care.
The providers there are on the cutting edge of the newest things out.
Think of us first when you get sick or if you have a toothache. Also for cleanings and annual checkups.
The collaboration we have allows us to treat their mouth, their mind, and their body.
Including these important services. Family Health Center with 3 convenient Columbia locations. Family Health Center, health and care within reach.
KOMU, the most trusted name in hay implements in North America. Built strong and made to last, KOMU gets the job completed year after year. Reliability, dependability, and quality. That's what KOMU brings to your fields. From hay mowers, rakes, tedders, to balers. See the complete line of KOMU hay implements at Loft Equipment in Jefferson City on Highway 94 across from ABB. KOMU. Invest in quality.
It's time to turn heads in a Toyota. Turn up your tunes in the Corolla hatchback with Apple CarPlay compatibility. Turn up your tech in Corolla with pre-collision system standard. Turn up your fun in the Camry with Alexa connectivity. This spring, turn up the heat in a Toyota. Right now, lease a new 2019 Corolla for $209 a month or get $2,000 customer cash on Corolla. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Join KOMU 8 at Family Fun Fest Wednesday, May 15th at Cosmo Park. Presented by Columbia Parks and Rec. May's theme is Kindness Carnival.
Now from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU 8 Sports.
How's it going? Missouri baseball tried to bring out the brooms today, trying to sweep SEC rival South Carolina and the Gamecocks. However, the Cox off to a hot start early, top second. They're already up 2 runs. George Khalil blasts a solo shot to left. The Gamecocks take a 5-2 lead. However, Missouri has an answer in the third. Chris Cornelius laces one to right center field. Josh Holt Jr. races home to trim the deficit. Same frame. Cornelius on third. The pitch gets away, and he slides in to beat the tag. The Tigers now trail by just 1. To the 5th inning now, Cornelius at it again. He launches this ball off the foul pole in left, and we are tied at 5. Later, Missouri, the onslaught continues. The comeback almost complete. Chad McDaniel lines one to right field. Cameron Meisner scores to give the Tigers a lead they would not surrender. Missouri wins its 30th game of the season, 9-7. Coach Steve Beezer picks up his 100th win as the Tiger skipper in the process. Missouri softball, not as good of news today. Run ruled this afternoon in Starkville against Mississippi State. MU was swept in 3 games over the weekend in total, outscored 24-8. Jasmine Rollin and Emma Raby knocked solo homers, but the Tigers couldn't string hits together, and the pitching struggled all weekend. Now 29-21. There's only a week left in the regular season. Hard to believe how quickly it's moving along. The team closes its regular season with 4 games here in Columbia starting Wednesday night against UMKC before South Carolina visits Columbia. The Cards hosting the rubber game with the Reds this afternoon. Jack Flaherty on the bump. Help from his defense early. First inning, look at the catch from Colton Wong laying out full extension. Flaherty settled in for 7 innings after this. 4 hits, no runs with the help of Wong in the defense. Yadier Molina now at the dish. Bases loaded, bottom 8. He goes up the middle to extend his hitting streak to 15 games. Wong and Marcelo Zuna score. The Cardinals win 5-2 to clinch the series. They travel to Washington tomorrow to battle the Nationals. Rubber game between the Royals and Angels from the K. First inning, bases loaded for Albert Pujols, and he yanks it down the line. 2 come around to score. The machine, Albert Pujols, former Cardinal, he passes Barry Bonds for a 4th on the all-time RBI list. 4th inning now, Royals down to 4. They get on the board here finally. Jorge Soler flies out to center. Alex Gordon's going to test Mike Trout, and he will dive in safely. Royals trailed 4-1 and unfortunately fall 7-3. The team is now 9-19, the worst record in the American League. They visit Tampa Bay visits Kansas City tomorrow night. Before we go, a Washington University football player and Lee Summit West graduate was killed this morning in an off-campus shooting in Topeka, Kansas. According to the university, 23-year-old Dwayne Simmons was killed at an off-campus party. Simmons' friend, Corey Ballantyne, was also wounded in the shooting, but is expected to make a full recovery, suffering from non-life-threatening gunshot wounds. Ballantyne was selected yesterday in the 6th round of the NFL draft by the New York Giants. Topeka police are still investigating, and there have been no arrests as of now. That's all for sports.
Okay, Cam, thank you very much.
We'll have a final look at your weather when we come back.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? Well, relax. The Carefree Dental Card is now available in your area. Call the number on your screen and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. The Carefree Dental Card is just $15.95 a month. So call now and make going to the dentist carefree.
Call 1-800-996-8556 to receive your free Carefree Dental Card information kit.
Sometimes the best memories require getting a little messy. And frankly, that's where the fun begins. At Slumberland, we've got the styles for all your memories with our low price guarantee. Plus, right now, during our spring savings sale, get up to 65% off throughout the store on your favorite things. Get a little messy and always go for the memories. Slumberland, it's a good life.
Here's a look at what we're following on KOMU 8 News at 10 o'clock. We start our special week of weed series.
We take a look at how medical marijuana could benefit the Show Me State economically, coming up at 10.
All right, another look at live.3 First Alert Radar. We have these showers and thunderstorms mainly north of Interstate 70 here at this point, although some are getting down into Columbia by now. And you can see there is lightning still associated with some of these too, and some hail, as I mentioned earlier. Temperatures around the 50s by sunrise, and then we're back into the lower 70s tomorrow afternoon. Again, morning storms are also still back in the picture, but then by the afternoon we will be drier with a bit of rain still possible, but mainly dry. Remember, the one time this week you got to pay attention is especially on Tuesday evening. Severe weather will be possible with all modes of severe weather on the table currently.
Hey, you've got a busy week there. Lots of different icons on the 8-day forecast.
It's been a while since we've had a week like this. We haven't had a lot of severe weather really in the past few years. So
good time to download the KOMU 8 weather app.
Yes.
Okay, we'll see you back here at 10.
On air, online, on Facebook, on Twitter, on the News app, and the Weather app. KOMU 8 News. Coverage you can count on.